guys, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well and doing better than me. I am not doing good at all. But luckily it's only physical. I am fighting a little thing called pleurisy. Pleurisy is an irritation or inflammation of the lungs due to pressure and irritation. I pulled a muscle yesterday at the wood shop. I didn't realize I had pulled a muscle till today. Went to Qdoba and I started having breathing issues. The breathing issues are being caused because the pulled muscle has swollen the internal tissues that are next to my lungs and are pushing against my lungs now, which makes it a little painful to breathe. So, to make it nice and easy on myself and still give you guys something remotely entertaining, I decided I was going to play a game that I absolutely adore. This is Baja Edge of Control. I've played it a few times in the past. Doesn't really garner any viewership, but that's what you get when you play a game that's old as dirt. This is a super cool, nice and relaxing off-road racing game. As most of you guys know, I love the world of off-road racing. I spend a lot of my time talking about it, watching it, and of course spending time in it when it comes to video games. Ouch. Excuse me. There's plenty of rally tracks to choose from. There's plenty of circuit tracks to choose from. We could go on and on all night. We probably wouldn't get through everything in 3 hours. So we'll be set. We'll start tonight with a nice, simple, cool wind rally while we wait for viewers to join. I do have my own custom vehicles in every category of car because I've already gone through the career mode. Some of them I have 2. Others I just have 1. We'll go with a little Volkswagen. Non-stop simulation. Drop the AI a little bit. That way I can actually beat them. Because the difficulty they're sitting at, they're really hard to fight against. Because there'll be every other class vehicle in some rally stages. In other stages, it's only one group. This one will just be competitive classes. So we'll get, we'll get Baja Beetles, which is like what I'm driving, and Unlimited Baja Beetles, which are a little bit more extreme. It's very simple when it comes to the world of Baja Bugs. Baja Bugs must be a classic Volkswagen Beetle engine. It must be 1600 cc or less. You can have minor modifications to the suspension and the fuel cell racing parts. Other than that, it must look like a classic Beetle or a special version of Baja, Baja Buggies. These are our little pro-built fabricated cages with all the same features of the regular Volkswagens. Oh God. During the night. You're the first to say anything, but you're not the first person in this broadcast. There was somebody else here. Oh shit, that's an unlimited bottle. A lot faster. Bigger suspension. A little more modification. It's okay. gonna apologize right now. I'm not doing too good. I'm not gonna die or just I'm kinda ill. A small little thing called piracy affects the lung. It causes inflammation and irritation. That's why I'm playing the Wolfenstein. This is just Wolfenstein. It's clear up in a few days. Oh shit. Died again. I still haven't fixed that. I was hoping there was an update for this. So with Rally State, you call in a helicopter to get on repairs. Lands, park next to it. When you push the call in the chopper, it usually says something. But with it being a remastered game, if part of the code is lost. Because as you're called in the chopper, not intelligible. Weird mess of words. Sorry. Again. So you doing good, Cake? Having a good night. No problem, buddy. Pushing this little beetle as hard as we fucking can. So as you can see, the terrain in this game is some of the roughest and most violent behaved see. Best thing out. Whatever else. Spin tires. The other game I was considering playing has really violent range. That one's designed to be all muddy, slow. Slow. At least this one we have an objective other than, oh god damn it, other than delivering logs. Don't start sputtering on me. You're fine. You have to make constant adjustments to your steering inputs because the terrain will jerk and pull your car. You guys have seen me race in Forza, all that jazz. You've seen how busy this is. This is another one of those games. Your steering business is not out. Official Baja 1000 books. You trade drivers at certain points. But since this is just a short rally stage, whereas the Baja is driver chain bonus. You're very cool. Tap the brake a little too late. In the world of Baja racing, there are many different classes. This is just the starting class. This is one where anybody with a license and a little bit extra cash. If I ever went to a Baja race, if I ever got back to the game, I'd want to start with the Baja. And then I'd completely skip over the unlimited and the laser buggy classes and all that other shit. There I'd probably stay. 4x4s are much more comfortable. They are the only vehicles, besides the laser buggies and such, that are all I wish it would actually show something as we consider these things. This is the remastered version. This is technically called Baja, HD. That's its official. It's a courtesy. It doesn't really work though. It's a honkage your opponent says. Oh, wait a minute. Crashes and Baja happen a lot. I can't recall the last time anybody died. And one of the weird things about Baja is the standard racing line take. Of going from outside to inside. Outside doesn't really work. The terrain is so very different that only that kind of actually awesome. In most situations, yeah, you can get away with it. Here's the finish line. So I was hoping by this time we'd have more than one viewer. That way I could take the break in between getting set up and starting to talk to somebody else. Interesting. Welcome back, Cake. Whew. So there is multiplayer in this game. You do have a split screen option, which would be fun if I had somebody to play split screen with. And then, of course, Xbox Live. But I'm going to show you what happens just about every time. We go to quick match, any and all, no modifications to it at all. Searching for game. This game runs about $30, brand new. Okay, then we move on to this menu screen, which means the game's loading. That's a Class 12 full-size truck. Then we get to our vehicle selection. We are restricted, which means this game might actually be somebody's game. I'm really surprised by that, honestly. I thought it was gonna be somebody else, not a game. Nope. It's a hill climb, and it's a solo. I don't mind Star Wars, buddy. Not a super nerd or anything like that about it, but I do appreciate Star Wars for what it's done. So, like I was saying, it starts up a game, and there's usually nobody there. Bummer. But what can you do, right? So this is a hill climb. Hill climbs are car killers. And that's usually just how online goes. It looks like you're getting put into a game. Nothing. So yeah, that's usually what happens in online is you don't get anybody and you end up just playing by yourself. And you're like, God damn it, why did I waste my time? And you exit out and you go to host a game and nobody joins. The community for this game doesn't exist. Then you have your typical career mode, which takes you all the way from the very beginning. Alright, now I'm doing a trophy truck league. We'll quit the league. So we start here. Here we go. All the way from the beginning. These are all different races and events for each specific class. All the way up to the Boss Dog trophy truck. This will be my second time going through the campaign, so should be fun. I haven't really bothered to finish the career because I already have everything I wanted. The only thing I need is money. That's a Class 1 unlimited buggy. It doesn't look like it's moving that fast, but in that picture right there, they're easily going 60 to 70 miles an hour. Pretty fucking cool, right? And then, like I said, the King Boss trophy truck. 800 horsepower of pure terrain-eating monstrosities. He's doing at least 100 right there. Pretty fucking cool. So yeah. Humble beginnings to fucking insanity. This is my favorite class though, the 4x4s. The name tells you all you need to know. They're 4x4s. As you can see, the preferred vehicle of choice is a Hummer. Nothing wrong with that. You got yourself a little Nissan Xterra, that kind of shit. So it's pretty fucking cool. And Baja is very unique like that. So if you're ever interested in it. Oh, God. That's too funny. Got all sorts of race types. We'll do a quick circuit right now while we wait for more viewers to join. I ain't never seen anything like that, man. That's pretty fucking cool. A little headset slash Star Wars theme. I think that's neat. I know my little brother has a clone trooper helmet. That's pretty cool. Doesn't have a headset in it though. One of my biggest frustrations is there is a distinct lack of Chrysler products. The only Chrysler products we get are Jeeps. Not that I'm opposed to that, I just want more. This is my custom in-game Jeep. Unfortunately, visual customizations are limited. But you have hundreds of different teams as well. And each team is built. Excuse me. Each team is built a different way. So even though these vehicles will look pretty similar, and all their stats will be exactly the same, they'll drive just a little bit different than one another. Which I think is pretty fucking cool. Depends on what you're looking for, man. Right now, the biggest winners of views and whatnot would be Fortnite and PUBG. Those are the ones that I see a lot of action on. Overwatch, League of Legends, and probably some other ones that are on there that are really, really popular. As you know, on my channel, I usually play a lot of the really obscure stuff that people don't really pay attention to. That way, for the one odd chance I find that other really interesting person who has the same, like, oh wow, I remember this game. This would be great, blah, blah, blah. I can talk to them in detail about it. Games like Fortnite, PUBG, and Overwatch and all that shit are so competitive based that I have no interest in them. I don't do competitive gaming. I'm not good enough for it. The only thing that I do well is race. And that's why I usually try and do my racing on Fridays and the weekends. I have no interest in Fortnite Cake. The game does not intrigue me in any way, shape, or form. I'm not into that kind of play style. I do appreciate your suggestions, though, but it will never happen. Okay, and then you have to run around killing everybody after you're done building. Like, that's... Oh, buddy, that's not for me. Building is boring. God damn it. My kitty cat. You're not understanding. I don't want to play a game like that. It's just not for me. Okay? that in GTA. But I can see how the concept would be popular. Cooperative-based bank robbing simulator. Oh shit. That's what I get for cutting inside. Why is it didn't break more? I don't always want to kill people. It's just not me, man. I'll kill people if I have to, like in Wolfenstein and whatnot, but that's a story-based game where I have to run around. Payday doesn't sound like it has much of a story. Rob banks and you kill people while you're robbing banks. It's not that exciting. At least to me. Oh, don't. Oh. Nice. Sick, yeah. Damn cat. Can you hear me, Cake? The cat decided she wanted to get very up close and personal. She pulled the headset out. And now she's like right in my face. Racing games, and action-adventure games, but those are my big three. I'm always willing to try other stuff, but if it's stuff that I've already tried and you're asking me to try again and I wasn't happy with it the first time, it's probably whoa. I like action RPGs too. No problem. I ran a faster lap than a trophy truck. That's weird. As I stated before, trophy trucks have upwards of 800 horsepower in some instances. It should be a lot faster than a little Chrysler Jeep with a V8 Hemi. It's interesting. The Baja trophy truck we beat was Pistol Pete Soren. Pistol Pete's been a legend in the Baja for years. Many races. What the? Oh, damn it. Hit the wrong button. So I've shown you two types of races so far. We got Baja and rally races. I sort of showed you a hill climb. We'll actually do a real hill climb so I can show you what that's like. We'll pick the most violent one, which is Agave Hill, or Agave Peak. And we're going to go with a 600 horsepower Class 1 Unlimited truck. This is the Cheneth Millennium. The Cheneth brand has been around since the beginning of the Baja. Way back when. And they've made dozens of different buggies. The military has adapted many Cheneth designs. The dune buggy you see in GTA with the light machine gun mounted on the side is based off Cheneth's Fast Attack. Spectacular and powerful. Tomorrow the wildlands go through your dad. Cheneth. Why did I just flip over? Location prostitutes. That's interesting. Oh shit. That's gonna hurt. As I said, they are car destroyers. They rip people apart. Now, I don't know if these are actually a thing in the world of Baja. I've never seen it or research. But it's a nice little addition to offerings. Another game that shared this hill climbing concept was the MS-18 franchise, which was nice and easy. But as you've seen, if you looked at the right, all my gauges and stuff were not doing too well. Pretty fucking crazy. Now, Open Class is a very unique event. And it is a true thing, but it's not necessarily a Baja thing. The way Open Class works, you pick your vehicle, and the level of power the vehicle will determine where it's placed in the standings. You'll be racing against other vehicles of every different spec. Let's say you start with a trophy truck, 800 horsepower monster. You'll be put in the very, very back of the race. Like, literally so far back that it can really hinder you. If you're in a Baja bug, you'll be at the very beginning of the race. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Basically, every vehicle gets a chance to win as long as they push hard enough. Some are more likely to win than others. Obviously, bigger horsepower vehicles, bigger suspension have a much greater chance of gaining positions and getting up front. But if you have a competent Baja buggy driver, the motherfucker will push the shit out of his little Beetle to the point of where he'll just cross if another high-power vehicle will. Right now, I am more than halfway around the track in comparison to the last vehicle. Trophy truck. Dead. So it makes for some pretty intense racing. That's the finish line right there. So I'll have to make my way back around while keeping my position up. Pretty fucking cool, don't you think? This is where we started. But look at how close all the other vehicles are on it. They are gaining something fierce. An unlimited Baja Beetle. we're gonna take second. Just not fast enough. So it's interesting. If you look at this, it almost went in the order of the way the vehicles go up in class. Baja Beetle, Unlimited Baja Beetle, 4x4, Open Wheel, Mini Truck, half Class 12 Unlimited, and then full-size truck. Or no, full-size comes before the Class 12 Unlimited. And then you get the trophy truck. So we got an Unlimited Beetle, followed by a Baja Bug, followed by a 4x4, followed by an Open Wheel, full-size truck, mini truck, trophy truck, and then Class 12 came in last. So it makes for really crazy, serious, scary racing. Now the other event in this race, set of races I should say, is the Baja. Baja, I really can't broadcast. Unless you guys are really interested in seeing it. But, well, we have 250 miles, 250 miles, 250 miles, 500, 500, or the full Baja 1000. They say it takes about 3 hours. They're pretty accurate. You can't change vehicles. And you can't really change the race. So as soon as you start a Baja, you just keep on going until it's done. Which I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see. One of these days it may be a thing that I could share with you, but for now we're just going to bypass it. And then we have a free roam. As you've noticed, Baja has really big maps. These maps can be explored at your leisure. There's fun little places to discover. You can't repair your vehicle in free roam, so it's best to go with either cosmetic or damage off. So there's no map. Can't really look at anything. All we do is just drive around. But to give you a little bit of an example of how much terrain there actually is to explore, I'm going to climb to this really high point over here. Now it's nowhere near as big as some of the other games I've played with free roam in those worlds, but still got some sizable maps. Over here to our right will be the Agave Peak. And Agave Peak is that hill climb I just did a little bit ago. So it goes right on up here. And you can park yourself right here and I can give you a 360 view of what's going on. Anything that you see connected out there, no matter what it is, can be driven to. Even that lighthouse down there. That bridge over there, unfortunately, cannot be driven across. So it's definitely a decent size. So it'll keep you busy for a little bit. This is the highest point on Coconut Island. As you can see, there's a bit of a clipping issue. But again, this game's old and it's a remaster, so give it some slack. Yeah, there's no way to call in for repairs or find a hot pit or anything like that. The vehicle is to restart. So that's why I recommend you put it on cosmetic or no damage at all. So I'm not 100% on this, but I think they might have had intentions of letting you travel to this other island over here. And then I realized they didn't have the budget for it or something else. Or just something like that. And to fix the problem, they broke the bridge. Which I think is hilarious. Their water physics needs some work. So yeah, pretty cool little feature right there. But every map, no matter what set of races it is, will have a whole bunch of different locations to find. So it can be pretty fun. You can do it with a friend. You can free roam online. So you can work together to find all the locations. Or you can just cruise around. Just an easy way to sit back and relax. But you guys know me. I don't like doing it unless I'm racing. Laws of physics be damned. This thing would have pancaked. There'd be no blazer left. So I'd have to say my favorite events in Baja Edge of Control are the rally races. Rally racing is a spectacular sport. If you haven't seen any rally racing, do yourself a favor and look some up. The stuff's incredible. Yeah. You're being silly, little girl. The cat wants cuddles. And she has this, I guess you could call it a tickle spot or a feel-good spot. You know when you find that good spot on a dog and you scratch it and they kick their leg uncontrollably because it feels so good? Cats have something similar to that, but instead of kicking uncontrollably, they lick uncontrollably. They just randomly start licking. It's hilarious and the cutest thing ever. So it's obvious the little girl wants some scratches there. Yeah. Here's my panda baby. I'm surprised you guys don't hear her purring. Let's go to Cabo. Interesting. So tonight's broadcast is probably going to end early, just because I want to be nice and relaxed and enjoy my time and try and recover from the pleurisy. So far, I think I'm doing okay with it. I'm not doing a whole lot of talking, at least nowhere near as much as I usually do, I should say. We'll probably end tonight at around 1:30 instead of the 2:30. So we get at least an hour's worth. I know this game isn't the most interesting, but I do so well. Cut it. This magnificent machine is the 10th Millennium Junior class. It's built pretty much the exact same way as the full-size Class 12, but it has a smaller frame, it's lighter, has a much less powerful engine. But this one, because it has a much less powerful engine, likes to spend most of its time at really high gear ratios. Right now we're shifting to the maximum 6,000 RPM. It doesn't seem like that much. When you compare it to some of the other vehicles, it's huge. It constantly loves to sit around 6,000 to 6,500 RPM sometimes. Some models even 7,000. Just holding it there for hours. It's quite the sight. abuse these things can take is incredible. I'm sure I have a chance to drive. Probably never will. Fucking trophy truck. Damn it. Fucking rear-ended. Oh shit. So this is really rare thing. You don't see asphalt Baja races often. Mainly because asphalt's really bad for off-road. So you usually see them when they're by the road, like this, just hauling ass on the shoulder where a track's been made. Which I think is pretty fucking heavy. You can take huge risks with cutting corners and whatnot. In the official series, cutting a corner will result in a black flag and a time penalty, usually. In this game, it just resets you on the track. Trophy truck's really pushing it. Ow! Damn it. Stop that. Jesus. So definitely the most exciting part of rally races is the fact that you can race against every other class of vehicle and not have to worry about it hurting. Every vehicle class races against only its class. That way, guaranteeing a fair race series. Damn it, trophy truck! That truck is actually overheating. For a game that as old as this, it's surprising they even put the feature in. I myself am not overheating yet. My tires are just about bald. My clutch is at about 50% wear. Shocks, I'm doing alright. I barely use the brakes, because most of my vehicles are tuned well enough to where you can hold them open for a while. Minimize your braking. Just see all the tire marks from all the other day. I taking shortcuts. Oh, fuck. How lucky it wasn't deeper. What are you doing, Chopper? Why? Damn it, moved forward. As I stated earlier, the pit crew would actually be waiting at the checkpoints, or they drop off a member. There's a lot of repairs that can be done by the driver and the co-pilot. I figured I was cutting it too tight. That's what happens when you cut the track. Surprisingly, no penalties or anything. Just a quick reset. I figured it would be a time penalty. When I first played this game. Ah, wrong corner. It's the upcoming switchback. It can be pretty ballsy. Going off the edge. Oh boy. Cover. Oh, excuse me. race isn't all that technical compared to some of the other rally groups out there. It's definitely dangerous. There's a lot of sharp corners next to cliffs and all that shit. It's gonna crash with you. Section right here, the section we went through previously, a part of the race ranch or nothing. So let's play it. Shit. That was pretty bad. That was close. So nice. No, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me watching this game. I know it's not the most entertaining. But like I said, fighting pleurisy and all that shit, I gotta be really careful with what I do. Lay down, Pan. I'll have to be careful tomorrow, too. Because I don't think it's going to clear up overnight. Boy, would that be nice, though. Yeah, there were quite a few fuck-ups, but yeah, it was a pretty solid race. I've done worse. Anything you want to see, Cake, out of all the things I've explained and talked about tonight? Is there anything in particular you'd like me to go in more details about or show you how it works or whatnot? nice. I used to do that. Yep. I know. I used to do the same thing, buddy. This is an awesome racetrack. It'll really put your vehicles to the test. The Seca Lagoon. It has minor hill climbing, it has severe corners, it has muddy terrain, and it has violent, rough whoop sections. It's a great place to test cars. And this one, even though it looks like a mess, is actually very simple. There's 3 different routes you can take all the way around this little section, and they always end up back at the lighthouse. Cabo San Lucas. Cabo is one of the most popular party destinations in the world, and it is where the Baja 1000 usually finishes. There's been a couple of times where it didn't finish in Cabo, it finished somewhere else. But I only watch the ones that end in Cabo because that fucking party is awesome. Look at this race. La Muerte. Look at all the alternate routes and crazy shit that happens with it. This is another crazy track. Rancho Mafiana. This track has 2 canyon jumps in it. They're not major canyons, but they're fucking canyons. Mogollon Rim. This place is a lot of fun for experimenting with how much abuse a vehicle can take. Lake Powell, Mogollon Rim. Yeah, I think just Lake Powell and Mogollon Rim, really. These ones, their terrain is very violent, and they'll tear your vehicles apart before you know it. We'll do the Mogollon Falls track, so I can show you what I mean. See how it says this vehicle is not recommended? It's because the car would get beaten to death before we finish the race. Pretty fucking funny, right? But just because it says that doesn't mean you shouldn't use it. Use any vehicle you want in any race. No matter what it says, you can use whatever vehicle you want for anything. Music. Response. Music. It's really sometimes there's a response. Chemical Brothers. Like these dudes. Their music's fun. see how much the truck is jerking and flopping and slamming about. I'm just driving. As you can hear, I'm feathering the throttle to avoid going full tilt to avoid braking points. That's one of the things about Baja you won't experience in a lot of other games. The violence of the terrain. They'll jerk your car around, they throw it all over the place, vibrates the shit out of your controller, and you're just like, God damn it. You're constantly making adjustments to make up for getting jerked about terrain. It's glorious. Saved it from rolling over, that was close. I made that truck go wide because I took my corner circuit. Side of it. Crash. Oh, damn it. I set myself up for that one. As you can see, just changing camera. Well, I forgot to share. This is one of the few games I can actually play with first person. I wanted to. Graphics quality low enough, but still high enough. Oh shit! Most Baja vehicles don't have any shit. It's just an open space. The driver has a tear-off strip. Helmet's visor. You can just grab onto the strip when it's too dirty and pull it off. That way they can keep racing without being blinded. Steve Kovac got a much faster time than me, but Jeff Davis was even faster than that. Then we go down, Dave Turner in his full-size truck. 48 seconds. That's a damn good lap. That's our next step. I've raced every vehicle class except the trophy truck. And the full-size truck. So we'll do a rally race with a full-size. Hey, no problem, Cake. Like I said, tonight's broadcast is going to be a little shorter than normal. I'll be cutting it off at 1:30. Just because, I'm not doing too good. So if you gotta go, you gotta go, man. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings none. So full-size trucks are very powerful in the fact of their durability. Full-size trucks would be like your Ford F-150 and F-250, Dodge Ram 1500, Chevy Silverado, that kind of shit. So they got big-ass V8s, huge undercarriage protection, huge suspension modifications, and of course, just being some of the toughest trucks in all around. They take a hell of a beating. The only thing that I think are stronger than the full-size trucks would be Baja Kings, the trophy truck. You're not the only person who came to the broadcast, you're just the only person who has the balls to talk about it. Which I appreciate. But I didn't expect a whole lot of viewers to, because it's this game. High Edge of Control is sort of catering to a very limited audience. That was violent. See what I mean about Lake Powell having some of the most violent terrain. You see the truck is jerking and flopping about all over the place. Look at him go. He's out of the race. Oh shit. Looks like a lot of us went off right there. That's funny. Oh no! We got pulled. Markiplier and his buddies did that. I thought it was hilarious. That was a few years ago. I thought it was a fun idea. The only thing I can see that balloon let go into is maybe possibly here. I wouldn't recommend you play it for too long, but it definitely whoa. Ah! So when this truck goes into a corner real well when it lifts off the ground. It's a fun little feature in a lot of games. Oh shit. Got a flat tire. Come to complete stop, hold the Y button and get the flat tire fixed. Nice. Liquid ass. Liquid ass sounds terrible. Oh god. frame rate. I have one see they do more right faster. So return the fare to get a bridge. Whoa, look at him go! How many other races have you seen doing where the AI will crash along the place? Almost none. Lake Powell and the Mogollon Rim are different races. Facts. So we punch hopper up and wait for it. My oil can's about to break. Crack it to hear this and it starts spitting smoke. It just bad. And the engine would overheat. The engine constantly cutting out. Red line of like nobody's business. Ooh. Oil pressure is essential to have a functioning engine. Trust me. Foot down here, we can go pretty damn fast. That's what we're trying to keep the right so I can go past him. Shit. That was my bad. Saved it. It's gonna hurt. That was quite the drop. Suspension took a huge blow. Oh no. Oil pan's about to crack. Listen for it. Did you hear that? That's the music. Behind me, I see a black cloud of smoke. There's a house out. Oh shit. We're ready. Don't play, man. No problem, Cake. I think I'm gonna finish the podcast after this race anyways. I'm really not feeling it, as I said earlier. I appreciate you for sticking around and trying to lose your pleasure of mine. Do yourself a favor and pick up a copy of it if you ever want. Baja Edge of Control HD. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Ghost Recon Wildlands. Hopefully I'll be feeling better enough to break both. I'm gonna run this truck till it dies. You hear the engine cutting out? This is staggering. Poor thing. So yeah, that is one of my favorite little games. Nothing spectacular, nothing too crazy about it, just a Baja 1000 simulation thing. So with all that being said and done, I appreciate you for sticking with me, Cake. It was nice and entertaining to talk to you. I hope the races were pretty exciting and you learned some pretty unique information. As for those of you that just stopped in and saw a few snippets of it, thanks for stopping by. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow evening. Until next time, have a good one.